Hi, welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. A public hearing into President Trump's impeachment inquiry is underway.
We've been listening to that this morning. Democrats are investigating whether the Trump administration pressured Ukraine into investigating political rivals in exchange for military aid. We're going to take a moment now and listen back in.
In the Prosecutor General's office, was investigating President Trump's political opponents a part of those necessary reforms? Was it on that list of yours, sir, or indeed was it on any list?
No, they weren't.
In fact, historically, is it not true that a major problem in the Ukraine has been its misuse of prosecutors precisely to conduct investigation of political opponents? That's a legacy, I dare suggest, from the Soviet era, when, as you stated in your testimony, prosecutors like the KGB were, and I quote you now, instruments of oppression.
I said that, sir? And I believe it's true.
So finally, Mr. Kent.
Well, you can watch the full hearing right now on KREM.com and the KREM 2 app. Back here closer to home, we are looking at a drier day ahead.
That's right. Evan Narani gives us an outlook on what we can expect as we head into the afternoon.
That's absolutely right. We woke up this morning to plenty of fog, and a lot of that fog still hasn't really lifted yet. We are still seeing some spots with limited visibility on the map. That goes for even downtown Spokane and around the Spokane airport. We're at 3 miles of visibility. Take a look at Walla Walla down south. They have been socked in all morning and now into the afternoon with less than a mile of visibility down south. Sandpoint seeing 7 miles of visibility. It looks like there are still some trouble spots as you head over toward the Idaho-Montana border as well. Now, some spots yesterday after the noon hour encountered a bit of snow. Here's that view up at Sandpoint right now where there is still snow on the sides of the roadways. Some roadways are still wet. All of the water, whether it's in the form of snow or rain or hail as it came down yesterday, is still on the ground ready to be evaporated and create fog and low-level cloud development into the coming days. So we are still expecting plenty of it on the way in days to come. Hour by hour, though, this afternoon we are expecting temperatures in the mid-40s, 45, maybe making it to 46 degrees. We are still holding out hope that at some point in the afternoon we will see a little bit of the sun come out. But if you do not, well, you are part of the majority. There are only a few spots that should see the sun come out today. A hefty majority of us will probably stick under the significant cloud cover all the way through the day and night, but it will at least keep our temperatures in the mid-30s in those overnight hours. 12:02 now. Coming up, we'll talk a little bit more about the possible rain and maybe even a little bit of snow that could be on the way as we head into the weekend. Back to you guys.
Ivan, thank you. Well, a family escaped without injury today after a home caught fire in Spokane Valley.
Take a look. This is some video from earlier of that fire. It happened on East Apple Way and East First Avenue. But there was a couple of pets, we've been told, that were inside the home at the time of the fire, still unaccounted for. So we are waiting for more information on that. And investigators do tell us the house at this point, it's a total loss. So devastating for that family.
And we still do not know the cause of that fire. We will keep you updated on KREM.com. Well, today we are learning more about a student who died at a Washington State University fraternity.
It is the third fraternity-related death in the past week in the United States. Pullman police say his death may be related to alcohol, and again, that investigation continues.
Police identified him as 19-year-old Samuel Martinez. Medics found him yesterday at the Alpha Tau Omega chapter. Officers say members attempted CPR on Martinez, but he later died. The Whitman County coroner will release the official cause of death. Well, searchers are still working to find a missing plane that you see here on your screen. This is after a pilot did not return from a flight. Authorities say a 67-year-old man left Colville Monday in his personal plane. They say he was supposed to be gone for a 1-hour flight. He did not return as scheduled. No emergency beacon or distress signals were recorded in that area. WSDOT is warning now people to not form a private search for that man.
They want to handle it themselves, yeah.
Well, 3 men are behind bars today, accused of sexually assaulting a teenage girl in Spokane. It happened last year. Investigators say the men between the ages of 44 and 60 all assaulted the 14-year-old girl.
Now, police and law enforcement telling us the men forced her to take drugs and then allegedly held her captive for 3 days. The men will spend about 4 years in prison and 3 years in community custody.
Two students are recovering from whooping cough in Spokane Valley. Both are students at University High School. Health experts diagnosed one student last week and a second over the weekend. The school sent a letter to parents and students warning about the symptoms. Experts say treatment for whooping cough usually includes 5 days of antibiotics.
And another patient is sick. This is at Seattle Children's Hospital. This is after being exposed to mold, and we've been reporting on this story for months. Starting today, the hospital is closing all operating rooms. Now, on Monday, experts found mold in 5 different rooms, including operating rooms. In all, experts say the mold sickened at least 5 patients.
Workers will remove Lime bikes and scooters soon from Spokane. They will take them off the streets November 24th throughout the remainder of the winter months. Now, as of this month, Lime logged more than 600,000 rides in the Lilac City. Lime bikes and scooters will return in March.
When warmer weather arrives, right?
No one needs to be riding a scooter on ice, you know?
It's not a good mix.
Down the South hills.
I'm
No,
not
thank
good
you.
even when there is no ice, so imagine. All right.
All right, 12:06 now. A new study revealed one of the best places to live in America is right here in the Inland Northwest.
However, there is a catch. You need a $60,000 salary. According to a smart asset study, Spokane Valley made the top 25 places in the U.S. to live on a $60,000 salary. So there lies the catch, right? While 60 grand will not get you far in larger cities, say like LA or New York City, the study ranks cities where you can live comfortably on that salary. Spokane Valley ranked 15th.
Well, the study ranked housing costs, entertainment value, and the average household income. Spokane Valley specifically ranked high for its commute time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Super easy. Other cities making the cut here in the Pacific Northwest include Bend and Boise.
All right. It is 12:06, coming up on 12:07 right now. No snow today, but more fog and rainy weather expected all across the Inland Northwest this week. Kind of a drizzly gray day, huh?
That's right. Looking at Lake Coeur d'Alene here.
Evan is on it. He is tracking just how much rain we can expect to see over the next few days. That's coming up.